welcome back to another episode. Well, good news is I'm back in Florida, back with Barry the bus. Went to the DMV today, and because I got my visa, I now have a Florida's driver's license. So I can finally get this bus registered in my name, and that means once it's registered, I get a number plate, so I'm not having to do dodgy shit anymore. In other good news, my inverter and all my battery stuff, like all my electrical stuff for the bus to run everything, is here. So tomorrow morning I'll go into Gainesville and just get my deep cycle batteries. And then also another big ticket item is the AC is here. This is a full RV setup AC, so it should be pretty efficient on the road. But yeah, we're going to install that on Monday as well. And then also, I don't have the other water tank here because the fabricator took it, but all the frames for the water tanks are manufactured, so they're all made up. So that is another big plus. And then in the bus, we're just got to start doing the walls today. So I'll film a bit of that. And then, as I said, Monday, Bird Dog, the Sparky, is coming. So he'll be here to hook everything up and get this bus all electrified. But thank God we had a lot of storms while I was gone, but the bus handled it fine. So that's telling me there's no water leaks up on the roof, which is a massive bonus. But yeah, we just got to get all this stuff sorted, and then hopefully in about 2 weeks I'll be on the road to Colorado. While I was at home, I researched a fair bit about painting the bus, and I've come up with a way we can do it. So I'm just going to check my schedule this week, and with a bit of luck, I might try and paint the bus, because if I can paint it now while we're here, it'd be a massive headache to not have to do it down the track. So yeah, just keep watching, guys. Once again, I appreciate everyone's support, like and subscribe, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, from now on, things are going to be pretty action-packed, hopefully, for you guys. Cheers. Managed to get all the walls on now, which looks good. But the next project is, if we come up the back of the bus here, we've got to cut out this space for said plastic. This is to get up on the roof for when we do our deck. This is going to be a deck up there for viewing at moto events and stuff. So I'll cut this out with a jigsaw. Hopefully I got it right. I got a little bit of wriggle room to play with, but I'm still very nervous because if I stuff it up, I've pretty much fucked the whole ceiling. So I'll take my time. As you can see, I've got it marked out there all the way along. So we'll get this cut in, and then obviously on the roof there's another plastic gasket, I think what you'd call it. I don't really know what you'd call it, but yeah, and then the hatch goes in here and it opens up and down, and so also allows airflow into the bus when we're driving down the road. So yeah, I'll get these chucked in now and start the nervous process of cutting it out with a jigsaw. Wish me luck. She's in. Looks good as gold. Very happy with that. Unfortunately, when the bus was on the old roof, Old mate's put this screw in and has absolutely fucked it. I don't know how he's done it, but also there's one out of center here. I thought it looked stupid, so I centered it, put it in the middle there. So there's two holes that look a bit shit, but it is what it is. It's what happens when you use second-hand material. But that's in, so now I'll jump on top, pull this timber off, and then drop the other one through. But I've got to try and clean it up, because if I run outside now, I'll show you. It's where is it? It's over here. But it's covered in the old silicone, so I need to clean this up with some acetone and stuff. I'm not sure if I have any here on site because I used it all up, but I'll clean this up tonight. I'll try to, and if I have to get some acetone, I'll go grab it tomorrow when I'm at the hardware. But yeah, we'll get that latch in on top, and then that way I can put the door in on the top as well, and then the back end of the bus is fully sealed up, so I can take these tarps down that are up there currently. I'll leave this one on the front because obviously the AC is going to patch up that hole. Well, it's 5 in the morning. I've been up for an hour and a half. I've got some serious jet lag, but yeah, I just thought I'd just start working in the bus this early because yeah, I can't sleep at the moment. So got plenty done yesterday. As I mentioned, all the walls, this side, the back half of the ceiling's done. Just gonna start putting some insulation in on this side, start getting this stuff up before sun comes up. But yeah, I'm really struggling with some as I mentioned, jet lag, so just trying to keep productivity high, even though yeah, I'm a bit fucking cooked, but oh, just keep it going and hopefully we make Colorado in time. Welcome back, viewers. So I have got majority of the ceiling done, so all this side is pretty much done. I just have to put another board on tomorrow afternoon once bird dogs finish. I cannot finish this side because this dickhead didn't order enough insulation, so we have to wait 2 days for the insulation to come back. There she is, emergency exit back in, hatch, stargazer hatch, whatever you want to call it. So just simply, I need 2 hands for this, but pull it down. As I said, I need 2 hands. And she's closed. So that's all done. Happy days. Back of the bus is now waterproof. Good morning, viewers. Well, moved the bus last night out in the middle of the paddock, so we can start painting it. It's 4:30 in the morning. Still suffering a bit of jet lag, so I got up at 3 this morning. Well, I woke up at 3, just laid in bed, and I was like, fuck it, let's get up and get into it. There we go, viewers. Well, it's all happening here today. We got Joe, my painting friend. He's on the pressure washer, giving the bus a nice clean before we start doing paint prep. I'm up here getting ready the AC to be installed, and then we got the legend bird dog himself inside the bus. Doing some sparky stuff. Say g'day. Oi, bird dog, say g'day.
Hey, what's up?
How you going? So yeah, it's all happening. Say g'day, Joe. There we go. Good morning, viewers. Well, yesterday was a pretty successful day. We got a good, I would say, third of the bus sanded, as you can see here. All that, had to get all the sign writing and stuff off, so it's a bit of exposed metal, but it is what it is. So yeah, from here down the whole way around the bus is sanded. So today we've got to do these beams and then up the top there and get all that done, and then just do the bonnet as well. I do apologise for not filming much yesterday. I asked the boys if they wanted to be a part of the YouTube channel and they said not really, so I tried to keep the camera away just out of respect for them. But yeah, we got most of the electrical in. The AC, we ran into a bit of an issue with that, so I got to do a bit of a fix up this morning before Bird Dog gets here, and then we can pop that in. But the good thing is, yeah, a good third of the bus is sanded, and I'm going to start sanding now. It's time. It's 5:45. I'm slowly getting over this jet lag, but yeah, I'd still wake up pretty early. Like this morning I woke up at 4:30, which is better than 3, so I guess you could say it's a sleep in. But yeah, it'll just be me filming on the sander most of today, because we're going to be painting hopefully tomorrow afternoon. So we've got a lot of windows and stuff to tape up, but once they're done, we can start painting. Oh yeah, and another thing today is I go get my driver's license. So I got my learner's permit last week. Now I just got to sit a driver's test to get my actual driver's license, and then I can register the bus. Ladies and gentlemen, we have officially finished the sandemic. That's what I'm calling it, the sanding pandemic. The bus is ready for paint as of tomorrow. All we got to do is give it a bit of a, I don't know what it's called, it's some metal primer cleaner thing. So we'll do that in the morning with the morning dew. We did it on this patch here with a little quart, and it's fucking filthy now, but it come up absolutely mint. We tested out the sprayer. My aim ain't great, but she's ready to go. After 3 days of sanding and fucking mineral spiriting and all the likes of, she is ready to go. So first thing tomorrow morning, tape up the windows and the wheels and everywhere else we don't want to get paint on, and then we'll start getting into it. Hopefully 2 coats will do it, but wait and see. I cannot stress enough how stoked I am to be at this stage. I didn't think it was going to happen here in Florida, but it has happened. So tomorrow I'll try and film some. I apologize for not filming much of the sanding process, but as I said, the 2 guys I've got helping me, Bird Dog the electrician and Joe the painter, they said they don't want to be on YouTube, so I just got to try and film where I can. But in the scheme of things, this is a massive thing ticked off. I am fucking stoked. It's been absolutely brutal, but we are finally on our way to painting the bus. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish I was giving you some good news in regard to the bus and having a coat of paint on it, but unfortunately we do not have any paint on the bus. I opened up the tins of paint to chuck them in the sprayer, and 3 out of the 4 weren't mixed. So rather than doing as far as we could with 1 can of paint, I decided let's go back to Home Depot and get this rectified, so then that way we can do it all in one hit. The discussion with them was a bit sour to say the least, but yeah, the bus is fully ready though. All the windows are taped up, ready to go. So first thing tomorrow, once the dew, or the dew, however you say it, clears, we will get into it and start painting. So hopefully by tomorrow afternoon we'll have 2 coats on the bus. I'm hoping 2 coats does it. Got enough paint for 3. But yeah, a disappointing day, but that's life. So yeah, hopefully, as I said, when the next slide you see is me on a sprayer or Joe the painter, and we're ripping in. See you tomorrow. First coat on the bus. Just getting ready to chuck the second one on. It looks pretty fun. So, a few spots to do. Lagging a bit. There you go, Barry's finally got a facelift. 2 coats on Barry. It looks pretty white, but it's not. It's more of a cream color. Same color as my logos, but today was a big day, stressful day, but we got it done. So tomorrow I got to put some stripes in on the rails down here. Viewers, today has been a rough one. Putting on the trim paint, and it is a different color to what we have in the window sills. I'm very bloody annoyed because I got this color matched and they said it was right. When I saw it in the tin, I was like, yeah, that's a bit dark, that's a bit red, and they said no, it'll dry dark, like a dark brown, like a chocolatey brown, which is what I was going for. So I'm gonna leave it at 2 coats, go down the hardware and buy a new drum because I've already used half a drum. Very annoyed, but it is what it is. This painting is a lot harder than what I expected. But anyway, that's just my naivety, I suppose, just shining through. Should be right attitude. But once it's done, it'll look good. The bus is starting to take shape now. But yeah, as I said, we've got logos going on that back third, so that'll brighten things up. But yeah, I gotta call it stumps today and go into the hardware store, get some paint, and it is brutally hot today. I'm sweating like a pedophile at a Wiggles concert. So yeah, I want to get this right before I go to Colorado, because as I said, I don't want to paint it twice. City, whilst we painted the bus, redoing that trim that was the wrong color, I had time and I went and got our batteries. So they're 300 amp batteries, 12 volt. So lithium batteries, so that was a good thing. Got a bit of a deal on them, which is very handy, very nice to save some money for once rather than paying extra. Also yesterday, Bird Dog continued on his mission of doing this. He's doing a really good job. So yeah, hopefully it'll be finished before I go to Colorado. Do have some bad news though. We have a hurricane coming either today or tonight or something. I don't know, I've never been around one. So yeah, we've been doing a bit of storm prep. So I've had to, pull the handbrake on a few of the bus things. But yeah, we did get the bus repainted on all the parts that were the wrong color. Looks really good now. So that was a win, but as I said, it's put us another day behind where I would like to be. On a positive note, I'm going to go grab my water tanks and the mounts for them because they are ready today. And then also, if it's open, fingers crossed it is open because of this hurricane, I'm going to go to the DMV, which is like Vic Roads, and get my bus registration and a license plate. So I'll be officially all legal. I've got my Floridian driver's license. I've insured the bus. So yeah, if I get that, that's the final piece of the puzzle for me to drive to Colorado. So if this hurricane is really bad, I might just say fuck it, load everything up and just piss bolt to Colorado because the weather will be nice there. And hopefully I can find a way of finishing everything off up there before the end of September, because I got a road trip booked for then, and I would like to have a lot of shit done so we're not living like plebs. But yeah, the drive to Colorado is 34 hours or something, so I sort of need to be half prepared. I don't want to be rolling down the road with shit everywhere, bouncing all over the place, but wait and see how far we get and see how bad the weather is. Ceiling is done. So that's a very big thing to tick off. We're just painting mirrors and stuff now to chuck back on the bus, and we'll do a bit of other touch-up stuff. We had to wait a little while because of this hurricane that did fuck all last night. It was about as disappointing as my sex life. Yeah, it was just a bit of wind and a bit of rain. So we just did a bit of cleanup this morning, and then yeah, jump back in the bus, finish the roof, and then yeah, I'll get all the mirrors and that back on today. Also been playing around with my accelerator because it was jamming. Now it doesn't, which is good because I raised the floor 2 inches. So yeah, that's that done. Oh, I picked up all my water tank stuff, so I'm gonna try and chuck them under the bus tomorrow. I need to go to the hardware and get some stuff, but the hardware's closed due to the hurricane. And then also tomorrow we've got to go to the DMV and get my license plate, and then hopefully either tomorrow night or Friday morning I'll be on the road to Colorado. But yeah, what else do we have to do? Oh, I got to chuck the driver's seat back in. Might do that this evening, I'm not sure. I measured it up and it's gonna fit. So because obviously we raised the floor, so I didn't know if I was gonna have to do the checkout for the floor. I was looking online for a different seat, but I couldn't really find anything in the right price range and what I wanted. As I mentioned, I want something that swivels around for when we're parked up, I can swivel it around and have a conversation with people on the couch as well. So when we're at camp and if the weather's cold, we can jump in the bus. One thing I won't get up to is I was going to try and build a door. Won't get up to that, so I'm just going to bang the original door back in, and then just put a dodgy little latch on it for when I drive to Colorado. But yeah, what you pretty much see inside is how it's going to be. Well, it'll be cleaned up, but I'm just going to have to run an air mattress on the floor, and run a esky or cooler, as they say here. Bit of a coon rig, but as we know, I've been battling elements, time, all that sort of stuff. So hopefully I'll get some bunk beds made when I'm in Colorado and a few other things. But the main thing is I was just trying to get all the electrical done, all the water tanks done, and then obviously we painted the bus, which is a huge thing. I honestly didn't think we were going to do that, and that's taken a lot of time from inside doing the beds and stuff. So it is what it is, but that is a huge ticket item done. So hopefully up the top there, Bird Dog will finish that off tomorrow, all the electricals, I don't have to worry about that. But yeah, that's about it. So I'm really keen to get on the road. I need to change the scenery, and I'm really keen to go up the mountains and hike around and chase after some elk. So yeah, keep tuning in.